Former First Lady Nancy Reagan, dead tonight at the age of 94. Reagan joined her husband on a storybook journey from Hollywood to the White House. But it wasn't all picture perfect. Accused of being a communist sympathizer, Reagan was later cleared. She never left her husband's side after his assassination attempt. Reagan also battled breast cancer at one point and won.
Do you ever feel that fate treated you badly?
No, No, when you balance it all out, I've had a pretty fabulous life.
Tonight, we remember former First Lady Nancy Reagan. She was born July 6, 1921 in New York City. She married Ronald Reagan in 1952, staying by his side through a long, storied marriage. Both Nancy and the former president are survived by two children, Patty and Ron. According to her spokesperson, Mrs. Reagan died from congestive heart failure at her Los Angeles home. She's been widely regarded as a trailblazer who changed the role of the First Lady. Channel 4's Heather Lee joins us now with a closer look at Reagan's life. Heather.
Well, Ethan, Nancy Reagan was and still is known for her poise, wit, and dedication to her husband. She was born in New York, but she would be the first person to say that's not where her story truly began. Nancy Reagan once said, "My life really began when I married my husband."
But everything just fell into place with Ronnie and me. We completed each other.
She was born Anne Frances Robbins in New York in 1921. Her parents were separated, and when she was 7, her mother married a Chicago neurosurgeon named Loyal Davis, who later adopted her. She studied acting in college and in 1949 signed a contract with MGM. But her career nearly ended before it began when her name appeared on a list of suspected communist sympathizers. Hoping to help, a friend arranged for her to meet the president of the Screen Actors Guild, a dashing leading man named Ronald Reagan.
She wanted to fix this, but she also wanted to meet Ronald Reagan because she had heard how available and cute he was.
It would be the start of one of Hollywood's and Washington's most enduring love stories.
I knew right away. Took him a little bit longer.
Did you have to work on it?
I had to push him a little bit.
In 1966, Ronald Reagan started a second career as a politician and was elected governor of California. When he began his run for president, she was by his side, gazing adoringly.
It was for real. That wasn't an actress. The adoration that they had for each other.
She also successfully battled breast cancer, and once the couple left Washington, Reagan cared for her husband for years as he struggled with Alzheimer's. After his death and majestic state funeral in 2004, Reagan devoted her time to his presidential library and foundation. Now, presidential candidates took to social media to offer their condolences. We have Donald Trump here saying Nancy Reagan, the wife of a truly great president, was an amazing woman and she will be missed. And Marco Rubio down here today, our nation mourns the loss of Nancy Reagan, a true example of integrity and grace. My prayers are with the entire Reagan family. And then Bernie Sanders up here also commenting on her death, trying to get it to pull up here. No matter what your party or political ideology, this is a sad day for America. Nancy Reagan will be dearly missed. Now, former President Bill Clinton also released a statement. Quote, "Hillary and I were deeply saddened to learn of Nancy Reagan's passing. We join all Americans in extending our prayers and condolences to her beloved children and her entire family." And President Obama released a statement as well. Quote, "Our former First Lady redefined the role in her time here. Later, in her long goodbye with President Reagan, she became a voice on behalf of millions of families going through the depleting, aching reality of Alzheimer's." Ethan.
Thank you, Heather. Nancy Reagan will be buried at the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library in California next to her husband. The former First Lady requested that contributions be made to the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library and Foundation instead of flowers. We'll be right back.